You wanted more, and you got it. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for another top 10 stupidly overpowered cartoon characters.
Okay, are we ready to break into prison?
Think you know Nickelodeon? Click here to sign in with your Google or Facebook account and take the new trivia quiz on WatchMojo.com. It's pretty hard, but get it right and you could win a collectible box from Culturefly, loaded with exclusive Nickelodeon toys, accessories, and apparel. Click here or follow the link in the description.
Okay, bye.
For this list, we're looking at characters from cartoons, not anime or shows adapted from superhero comics, that have exhibited an absurd amount of power in some way, shape, or form. If you don't see a character you think should be on this list, be sure to check out our first list of the top 10 stupidly overpowered cartoon characters. With the rules in place, let's get started. Number 10, Popeye, Popeye the Sailor.
I'm Popeye the Sailor, man. Who are you?
We might have left him out in our last video, but we were sure to include Popeye the spinach-eating sailor this time around. Popeye has had a long history in cartoons, and while the status of Sony Pictures' feature-length adaptation is rather unclear, we still have all the evidence we need to prove that the character is absurdly overpowered. With nothing but a can of spinach, Popeye is able to out-battle submarines with his bare hands, securing his place at number 10 on our list. Number 9, Rex Salazar, Generator Rex.
Yeah, right.
Deus Ex Machina? Try Deus Rex Machina. Since the star of Man of Action's Generator Rex is easily one of the most powerful characters in all of animation. By controlling the microscopic machines called nanites within himself and others, Rex is capable of creating weaponized builds, like his punk busters and smack hands, controlling technology, healing himself and curing nanite-infected humans from their horrific and monstrous mutations. We included Rex on this list both because of the strength of his machines and because of the extent of his nanite-controlling powers, these factors making him way overpowered in his universe and in animation as a whole. Number 8, Grimm, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. The titular Mandy was certainly a strong contender for this entry, seeing how her intimidating scowl and nerves of steel have brought even the fiercest of supernatural beings to their knees. But she doesn't have any actual superpowers. Grimm, on the other hand, has a ton of power, being the personification of death and all. Armed with his scythe and a plethora of magical powers and knowledge, Grimm's ability to manipulate life and death as we know it is enough to consider him incredibly overpowered.
Follow me.
Number 7, Brock Samson, The Venture Bros.
Let me handle this.
He might not have any actual superpowers, but Dr. Venture's bodyguard is practically unstoppable. Paying tribute to Ray Spannon and Doc Savage, and serving as a spoof of pro wrestler Psycho Sid Vicious, Brock Samson is a bloodthirsty killing machine whose years of spy experiences makes him one of, if not the deadliest agent in the entire OSI. In fact, in early seasons of The Venture Bros, there was rarely an episode where Brock didn't end up covered in the blood of his enemies. Heck, the guy even survived in space without a spacesuit. If that's not overpowered, we don't know what is.
Almost there. Brace yourself, cause it's gonna be...
Oh, come on!
Number 6, Garnet, Steven Universe. You can chalk Garnet's immense strength up to the fact that she's actually a fusion of 2 gems, but that doesn't make her power seem any less impressive. Garnet prefers to let her actions speak for her, and in doing so, she displays her incredible strength, speed, durability, and fighting prowess. To top it all off, Garnet has the ability to see every possible timeline with her future vision, allowing her to strategize and attack accordingly. Of the main crystal gems in Steven Universe, Garnet is easily the most powerful, her power being a point of envy for characters like Pearl and Steven.
This is Garnet, back together. And I'm never going down at the hands of the likes of you because I'm so much better.
Number 5, Danny Phantom, Danny Phantom.
I hope I'm right!
Due to an accident involving an interdimensional portal, young Danny Fenton was turned into Danny Phantom, a superhero with all the powers of a ghost, flight, invisibility, and intangibility. But that's not all. As the series went on, Danny developed even more ghost abilities. including a ghostly energy beam, cryokinesis, the power to duplicate himself, and his all-powerful ghostly whale. Danny's abilities are as numerous as they are powerful, and he only got stronger over time, with an alternate future version of the character showing us just how great his potential power was.
Going ghost!
Number 4, Captain Planet. Captain Planet and the Planeteers.
I am Captain Planet!
Earth, fire, wind, water, and heart. By these powers combined, Captain Planet is formed, fighting against pollution for the protection of the planet. Captain Planet's control over the elements that form him, as well as his abilities of transmutation, flight, and super strength, are enough to consider him one of the most powerful cartoon characters. But what made him truly overpowered was the fact that he always manifested a deus ex machina, something that could help him and the Planeteers save the day, no matter how grim the situation. The ability was a trope of the cartoons of the 80s and 90s, and Captain Planet had it in spades, making him incredibly overpowered.
I think you'll get a charge out of this.
Number 3, Pop's regular show. Who would have thought that this delightfully sweet, lollipop-shaped old man would turn out to be an all-powerful alien destined to fight for the fate of the universe? It definitely came as a surprise to regular show fans that the naive, fragile character was so powerful. As the embodiment of good, Pop's powers awakened in the final season of regular show, and after some intense training, the character displayed immense cosmic power in the form of telekinesis, energy manipulation, and teleportation, all of which he used to fight his evil brother, Anti-Pops, in a battle for all existence. Number 2, He-Man. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. By various accounts, He-Man is said to be the most powerful man in the entire universe, which alone is enough to consider him an overpowered cartoon character. But if that's not enough, then let's look at his powers, abilities, and feats of strength. With the power of his sword, He-Man is granted superhuman speed, indestructible skin, and immense strength. In fact, He-Man is so strong that he was able to lift and throw Castle Grayskull and push the moon out of its orbit, with nothing but his bare hands, which is just plain ridiculous. There isn't an 80s kid who wouldn't love to see He-Man battle Lion-O to determine who has the greatest power. Before we get to our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Fall.
Okay, I'm ready. I said I'm ready.
You ready? Lots of heart. Want the onions?
You'll be fine, I'm a chicken!
Egg?
Number 1, The Avatar, Aang and Korra, Avatar: The Last Airbender franchise.
Who do you think you are?
Why don't you come and find out?
In the world of Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko's Avatar franchise, there exists benders, superpowered martial artists who can master one of the 4 elements of water, earth, fire, and air. There is one bender who can master all 4 elements, the Avatar, whose power is unrivaled in both entries of the beloved franchise. Both Avatar Aang and Avatar Korra have shown immense bending abilities that go beyond just mastering the elements, as both can energy bend, allowing them to take away others' bending abilities. To top it all off, when either of them use the Avatar state, they become practically unstoppable and incredibly overpowered. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.